Your cat is looking at you, without looking away, for several seconds, then slowly closes her eyes, holds, and opens them again. You thought, strange. Maybe she wants to sleep. Maybe it's nothing. And you looked away. In that moment, you made one of the most painful mistakes you can make toward your cat, because she just said 3 words to you. The 3 most important words a cat is even capable of saying. And you didn't answer. Scientists have been studying this moment for 20 years. What they discovered will change the way you see your pet forever. 10 shocking reasons why your cat does this, and reason number 7 will make you feel guilty for every single time you ignored her. 1. Slow blinking is a kiss, literally. Your cat looks at you and slowly closes her eyes. In animal behavior science, this is called the cat kiss. Not a metaphor, not poetic exaggeration. It's a term used by ethologists, scientists who study animal behavior. A direct, unblinking stare in cats is a threat. That's how a predator looks at prey before an attack, or at a rival right before a fight. It's the language of dominance and danger. When your cat closes her eyes in front of you, she's doing the exact opposite. She's saying, I see you. You're not a threat. I'm so relaxed around you that I'm willing to close my eyes, willing to become vulnerable. In the wild, a cat will never close her eyes in front of a creature she doesn't fully trust. Never. The survival instinct physically won't allow it. This is evolution, written across millions of years of survival. Only one thing can override it: absolute 100% trust. The fact that your cat blinks in front of you means one thing. You passed the highest level of the cat's test. Don't pretend you didn't notice. Blink back, slowly. It's the only right answer to a cat kiss. 2. She chose you out of every creature in her world. Cats don't blink like this at everyone. Researchers at the University of Sussex in 2020 ran a rigorous experiment. A stranger slow blinked at cats they had never met before, just sat there and slowly closed their eyes. Those cats approached the stranger significantly more often than people with neutral expressions, just because of one signal. Now imagine your cat doing this specifically with you, every day, every evening, out of every person she has ever seen in her life, out of every voice, scent, and touch. She chose your face for this signal. It's not coincidence, not reflex. A cat observes a person for months before deciding they can be trusted that deeply. She studies your reactions, tests how you behave when she's in pain, how you respond when she's scared, how you look at her when you think she isn't watching. The slow blink is the final verdict. You passed everything. She made her decision. You are her person. 3. In that moment, her brain produces the love hormone. When your cat slow blinks at you, a chemical reaction happens in her brain. Oxytocin levels rise, the same hormone that floods a mother's brain at the sight of her newborn, that surges between lovers at first touch, that rushes through old friends at a long-awaited reunion. Your cat experiences this while looking at your face. Her body is literally producing the chemistry of love in response to you. Scientists tracked this through biological marker analysis in cats after eye contact with their owners. The results were unambiguous. Your cat is not pretending. She is not begging for food. She is not asking to go outside. In this moment, something is happening that people spend their whole lives searching for. Someone is looking at you with love, not because they have to, not because they depend on you, but because they chose you. If you're staring at your phone right now, you're missing someone loving you right now. 4. She is waiting for an answer and counting the seconds. Slow blinking is a dialogue, not a monologue. Your cat sends the signal and waits. If you don't respond, she blinks again, slower, like a person who repeats themselves thinking they weren't heard, a little louder, a little clearer. If you still don't react, she turns away, gets up, leaves, finds somewhere else. The same Sussex University experiment revealed a specific detail. Cats stayed significantly longer with people who answered their slow blinks. They moved closer, rubbed against hands, sought physical contact. Cats who received no response left within minutes and didn't return to that person for the rest of the observation session. She reached out her hand. You walked past it. Each moment like that changes something, not immediately, invisibly, but it changes. And one day you'll notice she no longer looks at you, that she stopped coming over, that something between you has grown colder. You won't remember when it started, but you'll know it wasn't sudden. It built up. 5. This is an ancient code cats created specifically for humans. Cats have lived alongside humans for around 10,000 years. In that time, they developed a unique language of communication built specifically for us, not for other cats. Adult wild cats barely meow at each other. Meowing evolved specifically to communicate with people. Slow blinking also evolved as a signal for humans. Your cat learned to use what a person understands intuitively. Closed eyes mean relaxation. Relaxation means safety. Safety means trust. That chain reads without words. Your cat doesn't need a translator to tell you the most important thing. She uses body language you can feel without even realizing it. This is not coincidence. It's the result of thousands of years of shared life, your ancestors and hers. They built this language together, generation by generation. It's written into her DNA. When she blinks, she's using a code that is thousands of years old. You just should have known this sooner. 6. She has been teaching you this since the very first day. And you didn't know. Kittens are not born knowing how to slow blink at humans. They learn it by watching the response. A tiny kitten looks at a person. The person smiles back, speaks softly, blinks. The kitten registers. This signal produces warmth, safety, a response, and begins to repeat it again and again. The cat who grew up with you learned this language specifically with you. She adapted it to your reactions, to your rhythm, to the time of day when you usually glance in her direction, to the moment in the evening when you finally put your phone down. This is a personalized language, yours alone. She doesn't speak to anyone else in exactly the same way, because no one else gave her the exact responses you once gave her. You thought you were just living alongside a cat. In reality, without realizing it, you were both building a language, together, all this time. 7. You ignored her love confessions for years, and she kept going anyway. This is where it really hurts. Count it up. How many times a day did your cat look at you and slow blink? Twice? 5 times? 10? Multiply that by the days you've spent together. That's thousands of times, thousands of moments, in each one of which she was telling you something important, speaking in the only language available to her, and you were looking at a screen, or cooking, or simply didn't know what it meant, and she didn't take offense, didn't walk away with a hurt expression, didn't put on a show of displeasure. She came back the next day, looked again, blinked again, because cats don't give up on those they love. They simply continue, quietly, without complaints, without demanding explanations, every day, for as long as they can. Their life is 12 years, maybe 15 if you're lucky. That's everything you have together. You've already spent part of that time not noticing. That part is gone, but the next part is still ahead. 8. Right now you can start this conversation first. It will take 3 seconds. You don't have to wait for your cat to look at you first. You can start yourself. Find her. Wait until she's calm and not moving. Look at her with a soft gaze, not direct, not intense. That's a threat signal. Relaxed. The way you'd look at something pleasant. Slowly close your eyes. Hold for a second. Open. Scientists tested exactly this scenario. Strangers who sent the slow blink first got a response. Cats reacted, approached, blinked back, sought contact. Your cat has known you for years. She will recognize this signal instantly. It will land for her like the voice of the person she's been waiting for all day. This is the simplest thing you can do tonight. No money, no effort, no time, 3 seconds, and you will tell her something you may have never said in her language. I see you. I'm here. You are safe. I need you. 9. Cats who are never answered eventually stop trying. This is not speculation. It's documented fact from studies of cat behavior in shelters and home environments. Animals who went long periods without receiving reciprocal contact from humans stopped initiating it. They stopped making eye contact, stopped blinking, hid in corners, wouldn't come to be held, stopped showing up in the evenings. People would say about cats like that, she's antisocial, not affectionate, doesn't like contact, bad temperament, get a different one. In reality, a different story was playing out. The cat had been offering contact. Again and again, she was ignored. Not because she wasn't loved, just because no one knew what she was saying. No one answered. And she reached the only logical conclusion. Trying is pointless. She closed off. Forever. Your cat is still looking at you, still blinking. That means one thing. She still believes you'll answer. That belief is not infinite. 10. In the moment of the slow blink, she is completely defenseless before you. And she knows it. Think about this honestly. A cat is a predator. Every instinct in her body is calibrated for survival. Constant readiness, spatial awareness, ears forward, eyes open. In the wild, relaxation kills. 1 second of lost vigilance and you become someone's prey. Your cat knows this at a genetic level. It's not a thought, it's the body. And yet this cat, this small predator carrying millions of years of survival inside her, closes her eyes in front of you, removes the last line of defense, says with her body, I am not bracing for a strike from you. I am not preparing for pain. I am releasing control. Next to you, only next to you, not in front of the neighbor, not in front of a stranger on the street, in front of you specifically. Do you understand what that means? A creature built by nature for constant protection has laid down its weapons. In front of you. This is not a small thing. This is not the cat doing something. This is the most honest act of trust she is capable of. She opened up completely. Answer her the same way. Cats live beside us in silence. They cannot say I love you in words. They never will. But they say it every day, with their bodies, with their gaze, with their closed eyes. Their lives are shorter than ours, much shorter. 12 years, 15 if you're lucky. Every day is part of something that will end before you're ready. And when it does, you won't remember how much she ate. You won't remember how loudly she meowed. You will remember these moments when she looked at you, slowly blinked, and waited for an answer. Don't miss them. Tonight, when she looks at you, look back, blink slowly. Tell her what she's waiting to hear, in her language. It will take 3 seconds, and she will remember it forever. Did your cat blink at you today? Write it in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Here you'll learn to understand your pet the way no one around you can.